Get your daily news fix with News Source Scrawler's latest edition, January 11, 2025, featuring crypto, politics, tech, and more.
Do Kwon's criminal trial is scheduled for 2026, with his lawyers managing a huge amount of evidence. Google permits certified advertisers to promote cryptocurrency services in the UK. Blender.io and Sinbat.io, operators of cryptocurrency mixers, have been charged with money laundering due to their use by the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
U.S. court approves sale of $6.5 billion in seized Silk Road Bitcoin. India is reportedly bypassing Visa and MasterCard in its digital payment strategy. According to sources, 11 months ago, India's central bank requested that Visa and MasterCard cease B2B payments through fintech platforms. China's central bank has suspended government bond purchases due to record low yields. Supreme Court indicates possible support for TikTok ban in the United States. Billionaire Frank McCourt's Project Liberty suggests a bid for TikTok's U.S. assets. Lawmakers confess their desire to ban TikTok due to pro-Palestinian content. U.S. intelligence agencies are now divided on whether a foreign entity could be responsible for Havana syndrome. A federal investigation into the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre has concluded that there is no avenue for a criminal case related to the incident, although the Justice Department has determined that the massacre was systemic and coordinated. The Kremlin has affirmed that President Putin is prepared to meet with former President Trump.
Zuckerberg claims on Rogan that the Biden administration would angrily and profanely pressure his employees for censorship. He describes Facebook censorship as reminiscent of 1984 and criticizes Apple, stating they haven't created anything significant recently. Additionally, Zuckerberg mentions that the Biden administration strongly urged Meta to remove vaccine-related content. The Verge accuses Zuckerberg of lying about content moderation to Rogan and of disparaging Apple in the interview. Biden condemns Meta's termination of the fact-checking program as shameful. India is gearing up for the Kumbh Mela, the world's most massive gathering, which will attract approximately 400 million Hindu pilgrims. Meanwhile, in South Korea, young people are reimagining Jesus by incorporating hearts into his images and designing fan posters, leading to a lively debate. Additionally, President Biden has become a great-grandfather following the birth of a baby boy to Naomi Biden.
The first Netflix event for Monday Night Raw attracted 2.6 million same-day households. Prime Video's implementation of AI and next-gen stats in NFL games is reportedly enhancing viewers' comprehension of the sport. Disney, Fox, and Warner Bros. Discovery have decided to discontinue the new Venue sports streaming service. A Polish film featuring AI-generated images of Vladimir Putin is scheduled to premiere. David Fincher talks about AI's involvement in the restoration of Say 7 An for its 30th anniversary. The 2025 Oscars have delayed their nominations because of wildfires in Los Angeles.
In the United States, a Japanese Yakuza leader has admitted to trafficking nuclear materials from Myanmar, along with facing charges related to narcotics and weapons. OpenAI has severed its relationship with an engineer who developed a robotic sentry rifle powered by ChatGPT. This development was reported 3 months ago, revealing that OpenAI is discreetly promoting its products to the U.S. military and national security sectors. The United States has declared a $25 million reward for the capture of Venezuela's Maduro.
Google's CEO aims to revive scrappy strategies as ChatGPT increasingly represents AI, similar to Google's approach with search. Apple introduces a new AI feature that rephrases scam messages to appear more authentic. Microsoft fully open sources its robust 5.4 model on Hugging Face. PUBG and Enjoy are introducing AI companions known as co-playable characters, CPCs, that you can interact with during gameplay. VLC Player showcases real-time AI subtitling capabilities for videos. X is implementing labels to identify parody accounts.
Musk organizes a friendly event with the far-right AfD leader on X. Musk investigates the possibility of replacing Starmer as the UK Prime Minister ahead of the upcoming election. DOJ is sending agents throughout the US government. United Health shareholders are calling for a review of policies that they believe have either delayed or denied access to healthcare. Meanwhile, Japanese police are considering implementing mandatory ID checks for scrap metal trading in an effort to curb the rising number of thefts. Additionally, Chinese embassies in Thailand and Myanmar have issued warnings about high-pay scams following the recent kidnapping of an actor. Thai police have reported that the Chinese actor was trafficked to Myanmar to participate in a scam operation. The actor, Wang Xing, has stated that a fraud gang transported him to a scam compound in Myanmar. Gulf of America? Perhaps it should be called America Mexicana, according to the Mexican president, who humorously references Trump. Meanwhile, a Canadian lawmaker, Elizabeth May, suggests that California, Oregon, and Washington could join Canada and receive free health care, following Trump's threat to make them the 51st state. Additionally, Danish officials are concerned that Trump is more earnest about purchasing Greenland in his second term than he was previously. The Greenland premier emphasizes that Greenland desires independence, rather than being part of America or Denmark.
Consultant who praised Trump as an environmental hero seeks environmental position in the new administration. China intends to construct a space solar station featuring half-mile-long arrays to achieve unparalleled power generation. Oil companies opt out of auction for Arctic refuge drilling rights.
UK imposes sanctions on far-right blood and honor organization. UK academic institutions withdraw from Elon Musk's X due to platform misinformation. Grok expected to introduce an unhinged mode.
Mark Zuckerberg, in a move to align with Trump, has removed DEI and LGBTQ+ themes from Facebook Messenger. According to a GOP senator, Zuckerberg met with Trump shortly before announcing the end of fact-checking. Additionally, Google and Microsoft have each contributed $1 million to Trump's inaugural fund. The CEOs of OpenAI, Meta, and Uber are also scheduled to attend Trump inauguration events.
Trump receives sentence of unconditional discharge, enters office as convicted felon. Yesterday, the Supreme Court announced a 5-4 decision, allowing Donald Trump's sentencing in the hush money case to proceed on Friday. Following sentencing, Trump retains the right to vote but is prohibited from owning firearms and must provide a DNA sample. The Trump Organization's ethics plan has relaxed restrictions on international transactions, and Trump's property company is negotiating to repurchase his Washington, D.C. hotel.
Chinese hackers infiltrated a U.S. government office responsible for evaluating foreign investments for national security threats. In 2024, Chinese cyberattacks on the Taiwan government reportedly reached an average of 2.4 million per day, according to a report. China has reportedly unveiled world's most powerful weapon design software, which is said to be 15 times faster than its U.S. counterpart, and is allegedly being offered for free.
Plants exposed to music tend to grow more rapidly and exhibit better health. During sleep, neurons assist in removing waste from the brain. Concussions might trigger the reactivation of previously dormant viruses within the brain. GM experiences significant growth, securing its position as the second largest electric vehicle (EV) seller in the United States with the introduction of electric SUVs and trucks. President Biden cautions that gas prices might increase and criticizes Meta for its fact-checking practices. Hyundai introduces an affordable EV priced at $18,000 in Japan to appeal to a market hesitant towards electric vehicles.
Mark Zuckerberg authorized Meta's Llama team to train using copyrighted materials, leading to claims that Facebook's AI was developed by torrenting pirated books taken from authors. Meanwhile, Elon Musk urges California and Delaware to mandate an auction of OpenAI's stake. Additionally, venture capitalists assert that AI companies require proprietary data to differentiate themselves.
Meta AI unveils the Byte Latent Transformer, BLT, a model that operates without a tokenizer and scales effectively. YouTubers are monetizing their unused video footage by selling it to AI companies. MIT engineers are constructing 3D AI chips resembling high-rises to enhance computing speed.
TSMC terminates its relationship with the Singaporean company due to a chip discovered in a Huawei processor, according to sources. Apple establishes a data processing operation in Shanghai amid ongoing uncertainty regarding its AI initiatives in China. Nuclear startup Deep Fission intends to enter underground microreactors to supply energy to data centers.
Trump intends to issue 100 executive orders from the very first day, focusing on border security, deportations, and other key priorities. Meanwhile, Biden has decided to extend the stay in the United States for 800,000 Venezuelans and Salvadorans as Trump prepares to implement a stricter immigration policy. Additionally, the U.S. has imposed sanctions on Russia's shadow fleet, targeting over 200 entities and individuals within Russia's energy sector and identifying more than 180 vessels as blocked property.
A watercolor uploaded to Christie's has been authenticated as a work by Turner. Zaha Hadid Architects, in collaboration with Bureau Cube Partners, have emerged victorious in the competition to design a new Nikola Tesla museum. John M. Chu, the director of Wicked, has stated that Britney Spears will play a significant role in the upcoming biopic. German bosses are blaming the country's economic woes on work-shy Gen Z calling in sick nearly 20 times a year, and reportedly, for German sick leave detective, business is booming. Gen Z needs office etiquette skills, hiring managers say. In the U.S., college tuition has fallen significantly at many schools. University of Michigan terminates Chinese partnership due to strong pressure from U.S. lawmakers. Japan and Indonesia are planning a joint warship in response to maritime tensions with China. MIT physicists have successfully magnetized a material using light.
An ancient physician, renowned for his expertise in treating venomous bites, was discovered interred within a sarcophagus in Egypt. Researchers have identified the enigmatic origin of the colossal 1831 volcanic eruption, which had a cooling effect on the Earth and caused the sun to appear blue. Underwater explorers have retrieved an ancient shipwreck that met its demise 2,600 years ago along the coast of Spain.
TGL Tiger Woods Technology Enhanced Indoor Golf League has launched its inaugural season. Cryptocurrency platforms such as Polymarket are now accepting wagers on the extensive damage caused by the Los Angeles fire. Saudi Arabia, which has already invested significant funds in the sport of boxing, might initiate a new league featuring TKO matches. In China, Tencent restricts minors to 15 hours of gaming during the 2025 winter break. A study reveals that 90% of Hong Kong pupils do not exercise for 60 minutes daily. Research indicates that freshwater animals are more vulnerable than previously believed, with nearly a quarter facing extinction threats.
Angry Los Angeles residents criticize firefighters for being occupied with protecting the homes of wealthy and celebrities. The state will investigate the reason the Pacific Palisades Reservoir was inactive and empty during the firestorm. Watch Duty becomes the most popular free app on the App Store, surpassing ChatGPT as California fires continue.
Former MoviePass CEO pleads guilty to fraud, faces up to 25 years in prison. Jeju Air black box data missing from last 4 minutes before crash, South Korea ministry says. 2 weeks ago, more than 170 killed after South Korean jet crash lands at airport. Former Swiss finance minister warns about size of enlarged UBS, newspaper says. 1 year ago Reuters reported that two key UBS investors worry about bank size, regulatory friction, and UBS prepares for Switzerland's too big to fail regulation. EU banks at ESG rule disadvantage, warns industry group.
A study reveals that deaths from Israeli attacks in Gaza are being underreported by 41%. Meanwhile, in the United States, the House has approved a bill to impose sanctions on International Criminal Court officials involved in Israeli prosecutions. Additionally, a U.S.-supported army chief has been elected as Lebanon's president, concluding a prolonged stalemate. Apple's CEO's salary increases by 18%. The company is against an anti-diversity proposal. Amazon plans to stop certain DI initiatives, as noted in an internal document. Numerous German universities have deactivated their X accounts.
People in the WHO European region face a higher risk of iodine deficiency because of dietary changes. In the UK, food prices are expected to increase by 4.2% this year due to rising costs, as the industry warns. The year 2024 will be the first to surpass the 1.5°C global warming limit.